So
Yes.
I think we move on to our final topic of today. The NFL offseason trade window
Mhm.
has basically closed for the major guys,
Yeah.
and we saw a lot this year. We're going to go through each of these trades and
Mhm.
grade both sides of the
Yeah.
equation, starting with the number one most important trade, maybe not for us as Eagles fans, but for the NFL landscape. Miles
Mhm.
Garrett goes to the Rams for Jared Verse, a
Yeah.
first, a second, and a conditional third.
hmm Yeah. I think I've been going back and forth. 'Cause I don't think there's a clear winner to this trade. I think that it makes sense for both teams.
Yep.
The Browns weren't going anywhere, and I think they got an overall good haul. I was a little bit concerned when I thought it was just the verse and a first, but getting a second and a conditional third is pretty good. I think that Verse is a good young guy. I'm more worried about like the Browns always suck. Like, what's getting another good young player in a few picks gonna do? But you can say that like why they even play games? Like, I mean, they got picks. It's fine. I think that they couldn't have asked for much more. Like, would you really rather have like three first round picks and someone a little bit worse than Jared Verse? I don't know. Like, what's Jared Verse's value in this? Is what it is. I think the Rams picks are gonna suck, so I would rather have Jared Verse or whatever team you were gonna trade him. If you're the Eagles picks would have sucked because the Mountaineers gonna make the team good, even though they already were pretty good. The Rams were already one of the best teams in the league. I'm a little bit worried about the Rams now as an Eagles fan. I think that
Yep.
they gave up a reasonable amount for him. I think it's an overall win-win trade, and I hope that he sucks and the Rams suck, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right about a win-win trade. I
Mm-hmm.
think the only loser of this trade is Dylan Gabriel because Verse just stole his number.
Yes.
It kind of sucks for him, but Miles Garrett is objectively more valuable than what the Browns got for him.
Yes.
But not to the Browns because they weren't going to win anyway.
Exactly.
Miles Garrett is more valuable to the Rams than what they gave up, and the haul is more valuable to the Browns than what they gave
Mm-hmm.
up. So I think that's just a win-win. That's the definition of a
Yeah.
win.
I think
And you're
like you
right
could.
to be scared about the Rams.
Yeah, like both teams can get an A minus. Like it works out for both teams. I mean, I don't know if I was the Browns, would I be any happier with any of their package? I don't think so. If I were the Rams, Miles Garrett's awesome. I'm a little bit concerned about his age, but I think I'm fine with that for now. You got to hit with the team in your division winning the Super Bowl. You got to take all your chances to become the best team in the league. I think that they did exactly that with arguably the best like skill for skill player in the league, which is
Yeah,
scary, but to say
yeah,
the
terrifying.
least. But let's move on to our trade, the AJ Brown trade. I think that I'm going to disagree with Joan on this one, but I want to hear his thoughts first.
The Philadelphia Eagles needed to trade AJ Brown. It was
Mm-hmm.
obvious he, at this point, with all the stuff that has come out
Mm-hmm.
about him since the trade,
Mm-hmm.
they could have traded him for nothing, and I would have said goodbye, get out of here.
Yeah.
Get a first round pick and a third round pick out of that. I'm happy. The Pats pick probably isn't going to be great, but also AJ Brown overstayed his welcome here. To
Yeah.
give up after 4 weeks, 4 wins, by the way, on a
Mm-hmm.
team that just won the Super Bowl is unbelievable. It's absurd.
Yeah.
I can't even comprehend it because that's just not something that you do.
Mm-hmm.
The Eagles started 2-2 in the year that they won the Super Bowl. They started 4-0 in the next year. And AJ Brown says he's out because he's not getting the ball. I saw a tweet that was the picture of AJ Brown holding up the Lombardi trophy and holding up the football. He was smiling with the football and
I
frowning at
saw
the
it.
Lombardi trophy. He's more
Yeah.
happy getting the rock than getting the Lombardi. That was
Mm-hmm.
funny, and I think there's some amount of truth to that. Overall, the AJ Brown package was a first round pick and a third round pick for AJ Brown. They got AJ Brown for 4 years. They made two Super Bowls and won one. Then they trade AJ Brown for a first round pick and a fifth round pick. That's the
Mm-hmm.
loss of 2 rounds and the gain of a Super Bowl. I'm not complaining.
Yeah. I think that Eagles did everything they could do. I am shocked that we were able to get a first round pick out of this because I think that's a terrible trade for the Pats. Forget about all the AJ Brown like personality stuff. I think that's not a problem, but most wide receivers seem to have a similar problem to him. But I think that you were competing with no one else. There were, like the Jaguars were like rumored as a suitor, but it was clear the Pats wanted him. There was no other obvious contender. It was clear the Eagles wanted to trade him. They drafted his replacement a few weeks ago. You're trading him afterwards. How do you like manage to get negotiating to be a first round pick? If you told the Eagles we're only giving you a second round pick and nothing else because we know you want to trade Brown, you're not going to keep him. The Eagles probably would have said yes because they don't really have a choice. Like it's like the demand for like there's only one suitor. How are you getting like you've like the Pats had out all the leverage here and managed to still not give up a crazy amount, which is fascinating to me.
Yeah. Zero leverage for the Eagles.
Yeah.
How he still gets out of the jam. So I'm very happy about this trade for the Eagles.
Yes.
Obviously, I'm not going to give it an A because AJ Brown is objectively on the field more valuable than a first round pick in 2028, which is going to be a late first round pick because the Patriots are good. So I'll give it a B for the Eagles, and I'm giving it like a C- for the Patriots. It's just not a good trade for them.
Yeah, I think I would have been a little bit happier if it was a first round pick this upcoming year because I think the Patriots are due for a little bit of regression this year, so it could have been like a mid-20s, early 20s pick. Yeah. So now I'm a little bit concerned. I think they'll be better than they were this year in 2028, but we'll see. I think it's an overall like B plus. I think it's a B plus for the Eagles, given that they had no other suitors and still got a first. I would argue it's C minus for the Pats too. Okay, on to the next trade. I got Jalen Waddle going to the Broncos for a late first round pick. Yes, so I want to hear your thoughts. I'll get back to you on mine, but I think this trade was very one-sided.
I think it's tough. We haven't seen a lot out of Jalen Waddle recently. For him to go for a first round pick, it's kind of crazy. But we know that the talent is there. I think this is more of an upside trade for the Broncos than a value trade because we know Waddle can be really, really good. His first 2 years were incredible. But since then, hasn't been able to stay on the field. But the question for me is how much of that is due to the Dolphins being incompetent and Tua being his quarterback.
Yes.
I could see this working out really well for the Broncos, but right now I like the Dolphins side.
Yeah, I think by the way, it was a first, third, and a fourth, I think, actually. So not exactly. I think like it's tough for me to see why it's sort of back to the AJ Brown thing. Why he is getting traded for more than AJ Brown. It's tough because like even when Waddle's at his best, he was not a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL. And when he was playing at his best, he was only the second best receiver on his team. So we didn't have to deal with the number one corner from the other team. So that also layers on another negative aspect to it. I think this is a slam dunk from the Dolphins' perspective. I'm pretty sure they're doing the tanking equivalent in the NFL. They want to be the worst team in the league, I think. Whether that's Arch Manning for next year, whoever they want to draft, whatever it may be. But they are trying to be bad. They have worse. They might lose to a USFL team if they played and the stakes were right. But yeah. But I think from the Broncos' perspective, I guess you're saying that we need another receiver to be offensively competent, but like, and their receiving core did need boosting, but if they offered the first, third, and fourth to the Eagles, I'm sure the Eagles would have said yes, and they could have had AJ Brown instead. Like, BTJ is, I don't think that much worse than Jalen Waddle, and he's much cheaper. I understand the upside of it, but there was value to be had, and they turned down the value. I can't imagine the Dolphins, who are trying to be bad, are like really needed the first, third, and fourth for Jalen Waddle. I'm sure they would have given up for him if you push hard enough for less. So I don't see it. I give the Broncos a C minus, and I give the Dolphins A plus because I don't see how they could have done any better other than this.
Yeah, the Dolphins. I mean, come on, they're going to be awful. They might be the closest team to those 0-16 Browns. They're terrible. Malik Willis at quarterback, man, Waddle would be in hell even if he
Yeah.
was on the Dolphins and didn't get traded. So
Mm-hmm.
the Dolphins, they win the trade. I'll give them an A, just because I mean, like it's not a huge trade. I don't even think I can give an A plus on a trade that isn't like league shattering.
Oh,
Like the Luca trade is an A plus for
yeah.
me. But
Or I'm
like
thinking
this is just an
NFL.
A.
Herschel Walker for like what was it,
Yeah,
like five
exactly.
first round picks or something like that? Yeah.
Like that's the definition of an A plus trade. This is
Yeah.
an A trade for the Miami
I
Dolphins.
guess. Yeah.
The Broncos, I'll give a flat C, just because I could see it working out. I could see Jalen Waddle returning to form.
Yeah, it's not ridiculous like value, but it's just ridiculous compared to the other wide receivers who've gotten traded
Yeah.
around now. Yeah, I think it's. I mean, I just feel bad for Devon HN.
Yep.
Prayers for him with all he has to deal with next year. Um, yeah. So next, I got Dexter Lawrence going to the going to the Bengals for the 10th overall pick. Thoughts? Um,
Just for the sake of the video, who was selected with that pick?
oh wait, I don't have that in my notes off the top of my head. Do you know who it was?
I believe it was either traded or they selected Francis Mauigoa.
I think it was Maligoa.
I don't know. They got the Giants absolutely
Yeah,
got Mauigoa. I don't know if they
yeah.
trade up to get him or if they took him at 10.
Um,
By the way, home run pick.
Maligoa. The pick was Francis
Yeah.
Maligoa.
So they traded Dexter
So
Lawrence for Francis Mauigoa, and
yeah,
it's hard to say right now because we've never seen
yes.
Francis Mauigoa play for the NFL. But he was my number one tackle in the draft. I could have seen him
Awesome. He's
easily
awesome.
going top 3.
Mm-hmm.
I guess nobody really wanted a tackle in that top 3. Jeremiah Love ends up going instead. The Cardinals very easily could have taken Mauigoa.
Yes, and no one would have cared. No one.
Yeah. So, good value for the Giants. Dexter Lawrence didn't seem to want to be there. He didn't seem to really be helping them.
No.
They're not a good team, but they have the capability to become a good team. They have a solid-looking defense on paper.
Yes.
Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau. I mean, he might be gone too. They just drafted what's his name, Arvell Reese.
Yes.
Yeah, that could be a good defense. Dexter Lawrence obviously would have helped that, but the offensive line was more important. Their future stars are on offense. Neighbors,
Yes.
Scattaboo, Dart. They need to protect those guys more than they needed Dexter Lawrence. I think it's a good trade for the Giants. I think the Bengals maybe could have used that pick on something good, but it's too early to tell, I think. I'm going to give a B to both sides.
Okay. I feel a little bit differently. I think the Giants it makes a lot of sense for. I think it's like a B plus trade for them. I think that Dexter Lawrence they didn't want to pay him a lot. The Bengals did. I think that was a part of it. So you always got to factor in the contract in these trades. I think that the Giants could have asked for anything better. Like, would you rather have had 2 first round picks from a good team or the 10th overall pick? I would take the 10th overall pick, especially in this draft.
They got a really good player.
Yes. I think that this makes sense from the Bengals' perspective. I have a really tough time thinking this is a good idea. I mean, letting Trey Hendrickson walk and then trading your 10th overall pick to get a defensive lineman, you basically you're paying the same amount you would have paid, more or less, and then you just don't get your 10th overall pick. Like that's where I'm lost here. Like with no context, it doesn't seem that bad, but with context, it just doesn't make sense.
The only thing that kind of makes me get where the Bengals are coming from here is they just took a edge rusher high last year.
I guess, yeah. Yes.
If they think he's gonna ball out, I don't know if he's going to. My guess would be probably not. He was pretty quiet last year. Also, just from my perspective, the Bengals probably are stronger in this opinion than I am. I think Dexter Lawrence is significantly better of a football player than Trey Hendrickson.
Yes, I agree with that. I don't think the gap is worth a 10th overall pick, and I think it's hard to look at the Bengals and say they're winning Super Bowl next year.
Yeah,
and so I just have a tough time trading my first a really high pick that it would be really valuable for this team. I think like if they drafted Francis Mauigoa, I'm sure, I don't know if they need a tackle, but I'm sure they could have used one.
Yeah.
And especially for a team that needs offense, I don't see the problem with this. It just, I don't know. It's tough for me to look at and say, like, I think the Bengals have one of the worst front offices. I
Yeah.
don't,
Sure.
I don't
And their coach
think,
sucks.
and the coach sucks, the owner sucks. I mean, the whole Shamar Stewart's like situation last year,
Yeah.
but so I mean, with him like not signing a contract, so I wouldn't guarantee him enough. Like, it's the whole organization's in a little bit of shambles right now, and it's a little bit of a bad, it's a bad look, I think, for the whole organization.
I think
And
so.
I think if I don't know, I'm sort of confused. This will be a future episode topic. What is the future of the Bengals? They have a few really good players on their team, and not much else. The Joe Burrow can't stay on the field. Um, like are they just gonna like run it back forever, or like
I
is there
have
a real
no idea.
world where Joe Burrow's on the trade block or Jamar Chase gets traded? Like I can't imagine that actually happening, but that
Re-signing T. Higgins was one
yeah,
of the worst things they could have done.
absolutely.
Yeah.
They need that cap space to go elsewhere.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay, let's move on to the next trade. You can bring up this one.
So we've got DJ Moore going to the Buffalo Bills for a
Mm-hmm.
second round pick.
Yeah. I don't know what your thoughts. I thought this was a decent trade all around. I think
Yeah.
that Bills need receivers. I think like again, this was the receiving the wide receiver trades this offseason were very weird to me, and especially with like reports. I don't these weren't ever confirmed because it didn't get traded. But BTJ was wildly available for also it seemed like a second round pick, and he's younger than DJ Moore. I'm just saying I like BTJ personally. Some people don't. Is what it is. And with Michael Pittman being traded for nothing, which we will get to later, this trade doesn't seem amazing, but it makes sense. Like in a vacuum, it makes sense. Bills need receiver, late second round pick. Bears didn't really need DJ Moore, got a late second round pick. I think this works out for both teams. B plus. I don't see why not.
I would give the Bears a higher grade. I think DJ
Okay.
Moore is really not very good. I think right now Luther Burden is better than DJ Moore.
I wouldn't go that far yet, but we're like maybe next year we could definitely be there.
I might be getting a little bit ahead of myself, but there is a point that I think is coming soon where Luther Burden will be better than DJ Moore, and the
Yeah.
only reason it's not accepted yet is because they haven't played yet in the upcoming
Yes.
season. Moore is
Um.
a capable wide receiver one for the Bills,
Yeah.
but it's more important for the Bears to get rid of him to bring up Odunze and Burden and Loveland. That is the pass
Yeah.
catching trio of dreams.
Yeah. It's like I don't go to another comparison, but like DJ Moore, there was really no place for him with the Bears. And if the Bears get anything for him, or I feel like if the Bears didn't trade him, that could be one of those weird like cuts that they make where you don't see it coming at all. Where like all of a sudden DJ Moore gets cut. Like why? He's not that bad, but like it didn't really make sense for the team. But to get a second round pick, it's great for them. Bills really need wide receivers. 'Cause that's always been the issue they've had ever since they got rid of Stephon Diggs. I think that this works out.
Yeah, I don't mind the price that the Bills paid. I just think it
No.
makes a ton of sense for the Bears.
Yeah, I like if you like with okay, we'll get to my I go pick him in last. We have one more trade to get to before that, but we'll get there. Um, I got Trent McDuffie next, going for
Yep.
first round pick. Thoughts?
Trent McDuffie is a very, very good player.
I agree.
I don't know how much of that is playing in one of the best defensive schemes ever with Steve Spagnuolo.
Yes.
Trent McDuffie doesn't really jump out at me as one of the best corners in the league. He also plays in a role where he's not taking on as hard matchups as Sauce Gardner or Quinyon Mitchell or Derek Stingley or Patrick Surtain. So just based on that, it makes sense for the Chiefs to offload him while his value is highest. Look, he's a great player. He's an all-pro. But I don't know if he's worth that much. Also, he got paid by the
He did.
Rams. The Rams are just going all in, and I
Yeah.
gotta respect that. If it doesn't work, then we're gonna look back at this and think, why did they do that? But right now, I really don't
Yeah.
mind it for the Rams. I'll give it a minus for the Chiefs and a solid B for the Rams.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, it just doesn't feel like Trent McDuffie's a caliber of player to be going for a first round pick. Like sort of the Jalen Waddle thing again. Like, are these the guys that are worth first round picks now? When you see AJ Brown getting traded for the same thing, just feel like there's a gap here. Obviously, the positions are different, but like, I guess if Sauce Gardner's going for 2 first round picks, Trent and McDuffie can go for 1. That's a late first round pick. I mean, I don't. It feels fair. Like I don't see any problems with it from the Rams side. The contract, I have a little more of a problem with. I think that's a little bit too much, and especially because from a Rams perspective, you're not planning on being good for that long. I assume. So I think that I don't know if you really want to tie these these extensions, but it's what it is. I think when Chiefs doesn't make sense. I'm really confused on the Chiefs' direction right now. I don't know when Mahomes is going to play. They seem to not be contending anymore. They seem to sort of.
I don't know. Their cornerback room, I don't think getting rid of one cornerback completely destroys their cornerback. They
No.
also got rid of Jalen Watson. But they
Yeah.
drafted Mansour Lane, and they got
Yeah.
L'Jarius Sneed back. This Chiefs team could make the playoffs this year.
I think they'll make the playoffs. I just think it's not the old Chiefs team we were used to seeing where they're. I don't think they're going to threat the. I don't think there'll be a threat in the AFC West. I'll put it like that. I think that. I mean, they could be, but I see this as if Patrick Mahomes comes back early in the season, they will probably be a wild card team, and if he doesn't, they will not be good. And
Mahomes needs to play like an MVP to even get the Chiefs into the playoffs.
yes, I think that. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting year. I think that I would not be. This seems like it's probably Kelsey's last year. It's probably Reed's last year. Um, I think that that's where
Chris
we're
Jones
headed.
could go.
That too. They've been talking about they're going to trade or cut Chris Jones for a while now. I don't know. It seems like they're gonna let it die there. Just run it till like drive till the brakes fall off. I don't know. I think that this trade makes sense for them. I think that.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Okay. Now on to the Colts. Michael Pittman got traded. It was Michael Pittman and a 7th round pick for a 6th round pick, I believe. Michael Pittman is better than DJ Moore. Michael Pittman, really?
I don't like either of them. I don't think
Really?
either of them are wide receiver ones in the NFL.
Okay.
But I have a different problem with this trade. So go ahead. Go say
Okay.
what you need to say.
I don't even like to trade for the Steelers that much because they paid him afterwards, and it was a little bit more than I thought he should have been paid. But I believe Michael Pittman when he is. I think if with competent QB play, he can be a low end wide receiver 1, high end wide receiver 2 in the NFL. I have more problem with the Colts. Why are you paying Alec Pierce $30 million a year? Why are we doing this? Why are we trading Michael Pittman for nothing, and signing Alec Pierce for $30 million a year? Like, and at the same time, you see wide receivers going for value higher than they should. If DJ Moore can get you a late 2nd round pick, Michael Pittman can get a 2nd round pick next year, 2nd round pick 28, or like a 3rd round pick this year. You can get that. That is available. What are they doing? Who in the Colts is like, we're going to be contending for a Super Bowl, so we're giving Alec Pierce $30 million a year, 2 first round picks for Sauce Gardner. What is going on? I don't see it. I'm lost.
I got nothing on the Colts side. I'm not a huge fan of Michael Pittman and the way he plays. Just I don't think that he's a physical receiver who's not that good at being physical.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really think Michael Pittman's that great. So I kind of understand why the Colts are flipping him. I don't think he's worse than Josh Downs or Alec Pierce. So their receiver room got worse. Absolutely got worse.
And they're somehow paying more for a worse receiving room. I like Michael Pittman more than you do. I still have belief in him that he can be. I don't think he's ever gonna be anything great. I don't think the ceiling's that high, but I don't think the floor is that low. I think what you're gonna get with him, sort of. I think, and especially with decent average to above average QB play, there's no reason he can't like with him playing in Pittsburgh. I don't see why he I guess it's sort of an interesting why I receiver room they have there, but
yeah, I that's my problem with this trade. Michael Pittman is the same kind of player as DK Metcalf, but worse at everything.
Yes.
What is Michael Pittman better at than DK?
I guess the Steelers were like, if he's free, we might as well take him. But like,
I guess,
yeah,
but man, what I'm lost. The DK Metcalf replacing George Pickens thing is fine because those guys are both big jump ball
yeah,
receivers who can get open, get into space. They're fast.
yeah.
Michael Pittman isn't fast, but he's
No,
also he's just not as good. He's just worse than DK
yeah.
Metcalf. And they're on the same team trying to do the same thing.
Hmm.
I would rather have them try to develop Calvin Austin and have not paid Michael Pittman that much money.
Yeah, like we believe Calvin Austin was going to be the next big thing this year. It did not work out, or it kind of worked
Who
out a
is
little bit.
we?
We believe that we were thinking about drafting him in the last round of fantasy. Is what it is, but he was on my like deep sleepers list next to like Pat Bryant and Efton Chisholm. You know, like those are like the guys that like if things turn out right, it could go well. But yeah, I don't know. I think that it's sort of like why did, it's such a Steelers trade to make. The
Yeah.
Steelers are always going to be 9-8, and they're like, even now Tomlin's gone. Like it's just so funny. Like you can take Tomlin out of the Steelers, but you can't take the 9-8. You can't remove the Steelers from 9-8. They're always going to be that. They're always going to be hovering around the 7th seed. I don't know. It just feels like such. Aaron Rodgers with DK and Michael Pittman on the offense, it's going to be not fun to watch at all. It's going to be so boring. The play calling sucks. I don't like. Ugh, what are they doing?
DK Metcalf going to the Steelers instantly made everybody realize that he's not that good.
Yes, I think I don't know what it is, but like maybe it's that one chase down tackle he had for the interception where he ran really fast suddenly made him from a like wide receiver 2 in the NFL to like a top 15 wide receiver. I think it was that one play, and I get a few good seasons. Like I
And
mean,
it's
I
also
don't
that
know.
he's just jacked. Like people are
Yeah,
like, oh, he's good because he's
yeah,
jacked and he can run really fast.
yeah. I don't know. I'm not. The Colts like need to like Colts and Bengals and Steelers. Who's running those teams? Like can I like run one of those teams? Like genuinely, I would do a half decent job. But
But the Colts owner is on the field with the team, so you gotta
oh
take that
yes,
into
you
account.
have to consider that.
Yeah.
I mean, I am the guy who called Daniel Jones' breakout year, so me and the Colts see eye to eye on that.
Called the first half.
Well, he got hurt, so
Then we got to see AR.
yeah. Hey, those four games of Anthony Richardson were next level.
I don't know about this year, but Anthony Richardson has the lowest completion percentage that I have ever seen.
Yeah, I think I've never seen someone become so washed at like 24. Like what happened to those four games? It's like when a baseball pitcher for some of the majors and like they don't know what they're looking at. Kind of, it has to be that because like
I have no idea. He
yeah,
looked like he was going to be Cam Newton.
yeah. He went, I think, in like the 4th round of most fantasy drafts the next year. Like, I think he was like a top 5 QB the next year. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, the Colts have issues. That's
Yeah.
all I'll say.
I don't know where the Colts are going in the future. Who knows? We'll see. I think that's the end of our NFL trade
I think
segment.
so.
Yeah. Okay. Should we move straight to our exotic segment in sports we don't normally talk about much on this pod?
Let's do it.
Okay, so as some of you may know, I'm a huge soccer fan myself. Jonah's not.
No.
And the World Cup is coming up, starting tomorrow, or I guess it's probably today or yesterday when this airs. Jonah does not know who any of the players are, so I'm going to list 8 players. 4 of them are real, 4 of them are just not real. Well, the real people, there's not soccer players. So I'm going to list them, and I'll give you the country that they actually are from too, okay?
That's
Make it a little bit easier for you. Okay?
Yes, I'm ready.
Let's start. Chris Billam Smith from England.
Chris Billum-Smith.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is a soccer player.
That is not a soccer.
No!
No.
Who is that?
Well, there's a theme to it, so I'll tell you the theme of the fake players at the end. Okay.
Okay.
And then I'll give you the next one. Rafael Espinosa for Mexico.
Oh, he's got to be real. That's a.
Nope.
Oh, come,
Fake.
dude, that is an athlete name. That's a cool name.
Okay. Let's go to the next one. Tahith Chong from Curacao.
Can you repeat that?
Tahith Chong. If you need spelling, I can also get it if you spell.
You're not gonna do 3 fakes in a row. He's real.
He is real. He is. He plays for Curacao.
I couldn't have told you that Curacao would have been in the World Cup.
Neither could have I. Okay, let's go to the next one. Jean-Philippe Mateta. He plays for France, and he plays his club football for Crystal Palace. Really little bonus there.
Okay, I feel like France, they're a good team. I feel like I would know a lot of players on France, and I don't know that guy's name, so I'm going to say he's not a soccer player.
He is a real soccer player.
I'm 1-3.
Yeah. Okay, so we got 2 real players, 2 fake players left. Let's see what I want. I'm deciding what order I want to go in because I want to let you know what to pattern. Let's go with Mickey Van de Ven. He plays for the Netherlands.
Can you repeat that?
Mickey Van de Ven. Dutch.
Van de Ven. I think
3 words. 3-word last name.
I think I've used him in FIFA. I'm gonna go with real.
He is real. Yes, he is real.
Yeah, I think I have used him in FIFA.
He plays for my Spurs, so
that's why.
We love Mickey Van de Ven.
I play Tottenham whenever I play FIFA.
Okay. Let's go with Desiree Doué for France.
That's a cool name.
Yeah. Spelled like desire.
Okay.
With the accent, of course.
That's a cool name, but it doesn't sound like an athlete name. It sounds like a celebrity name, so I'm going to go with not a real player.
But he is a real player. He's one of the best players. He's one of the best young players in the world.
Couldn't have told you that.
Okay.
That's a cool name.
Yeah. Here's the next one. Takuma Inoue from Japan.
So you've already done the 4 real players.
Oh wait.
So I think this guy's not real.
Okay. Here, wait. Maybe I should give you 2. I'll give you 2 more. One's real. One's not. Okay.
Okay, but you can't tell me which is which before.
Okay. I will. I'll read them both at the same time. Okay. And then I'll guess it first.
Okay.
That was my mistake going into this. Okay. I'm gonna think of someone who you wouldn't know. Here, wait. I think I want to do a country I haven't done yet. Let's go. Let me think of someone. Okay. What if I give you 2 guys who play on the same team, or one does, one does not? Okay.
Okay.
Like
you gotta tell me what team though.
Let's go with Croatia. Okay.
Oh God.
Okay, it's gonna be fun with the names. Okay. First guy I'll give you is, let's go with Mateo Kovacic.
Okay.
And the second player is Ante Hiocic.
I think Kovacic is real.
You are correct.
There we go.
Ante Hiocic is antibiotic. I just wanted to.
No way.
Yeah, I pronounced it weirdly.
The fake ones were all antibiotics?
No. Just antibiotic is antibiotic. That was. I I saw that on Unreal. I thought it'd be funny. It's like Matt Edison, the soccer players. The rest of them were I was having trouble coming with fake names, so I just use boxers.
Oh,
So
okay, that makes a
yeah,
lot of sense.
okay, yeah,
I was not doing too hot at the beginning, and I
no,
pulled it back. I pulled it back.
yeah, you pulled it back. I think me telling you there's 4-4 was I think the issue with that one a little bit, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so should we move on to our final
Final
segment?
segment. This
82
probably be a
and
2-part
0.
episode, so this is
Yeah.
season 2, episode 2.
Yes. We're going to play 82 Uno, the viral basketball game, and we're going to see who can create the best team. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
We got to do our spin. We got to do our spins at the same time.
Yes, okay. I'll pull it up.
Okay.
Ready? Okay. Let's
All
start.
right. Let's do this.
First spin.
Classic,
3,
of course.
2, 1.
Come on, don't screw me.
Okay, I got screwed. Detroit 60s.
I got Atlanta in the noughts, the 2000s.
I'm gonna respin.
I might also respin. I
I'm deciding.
couldn't tell you. I couldn't
I'm
tell
saying,
you a
yeah.
Hawks player who was good in the
Um,
2000s. So I'm
yeah,
gonna
they were. Yeah, I'm gonna. Should I respin team or error? That's the real
I
question.
respun the team, and I got the Washington Wizards. I'm gonna take Gilbert Arenas.
Okay, I'm gonna do the error because Pistons have been pretty good for most of the errors. Not
Oh,
any.
I got Atlanta. I should have respun for the eras to get Bob Pettit.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I got Detroit 90s. I'm gonna go with Grant Hill, and I'm put him at my 2.
Okay, so I have Gilbert Arenas at my 1. You have Grant Hill at your 2.
Yes, and we both use one of our respins. Okay, I got Minnesota. Oh no, I got Minnesota 2020s. I can't even use Ant. That sucks.
I got the 2020s for the Pacers.
I'm gonna use Cat at my center. Okay, so it's decent stats.
I am
Pacers
going
2020s.
to take.
Oh, you can't use Halliburton. That's the problem. Siakam or Sabonis.
I am gonna take Saboner.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put him on power forward.
On to
Just
spin.
in case I get Wilt, I need to leave.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
On to spin number 3. LA zeros or aughts. Oh, I can't use Shaq now.
Milwaukee of the 10s.
Oh, so you get Giannis.
Did Giannis not go nuts until...
No, he won his MVP in 2019, I think.
I think you're right. The first of his 2. So yeah, I'm gonna take Giannis and I'm gonna put him in my small forward.
I cannot take Shaq because I've already used Cat for my center, so Kobe will be playing my 3, not the end of the world.
Gilbert Arenas, Giannis Antetokounmpo, a GA team over here.
I got Grant Hill, Kobe, and Cat. So,
okay,
spin number 4.
My error respin. I got Philly of the 20s. The question is, do I want Harden for the assists or Embiid for the points?
I got Warriors 10s. So the question is, do I put Steph at my point guard or KD at my power forward?
I think I am in need of assists. So I think take James Harden.
I think KD is better all around stat wise. Obviously, Steph Curry was a better player, but I'm taking Durant. And I still have my team respect.
I think I am gonna take Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I need a great scorer. Like Arenas scored a lot. Giannis, it said his points per game wasn't too high. All right, let's go with Embiid.
Okay, last spin. I still have my team respin too. I might use that. Knicks 2010s. Ooh, I have to use my respin.
Of the 2000s, and I'm going to use my era respin because
I'm using my team respin. We need a point guard here. Orlando 10s. Oh, okay. Victor Oladipo is playing point guard for me. Not ideal.
Of the 90s, it may have to be John Starks.
Okay. Let's see what you got.
That's not ideal.
Not ideal. Oh, neither of our point guards were ideal, I think. Or no, you got Gilbert Arenas, but neither of our last picks were ideal.
Okay.
Okay. What was your score?
I think we should reveal them at the same time.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Yes!
Oh, you beat me by 1 win!
Yes! We did
Oh
it.
my
We did it.
god, dude. Oh my
Yes.
god, if I had picked Harden at shooting guard, I would have gotten Patrick Ewing at center.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I went 18-0 for the first time last night, so I think
Sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles.
that is a great way to end, I guess, the second part of the first episode or second episode, depending on how we do it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Of course, I'm still a little bit sharper than Jonah in basketball. It's going to happen. It has to happen.
One win.
Hey, okay. That'll do it for episode 2 of Trust the Podcast.